Hello and welcome everybody, this is TP Gaming coming to you from Canada. Vancouver International Airport is where we're at, as you of course have seen immediately. So yeah, well, we've got a little schedule here, let's say 60 plus or so movements. So might as well get going. I'd like to say welcome to everybody. Thank you for tuning in for another session here. And we'll be using
Encore Tree 107 request pushback.
We'll be using all runway, oh no, not all runways. We'll be using runway 08 left for arrivals as well as 08 right for arrivals, and we're going to use these two for departures as well. So we're going to have a bit of crisscrossing there. So let's see how we go. Encore 4703 pushback approved, expect runway 08 right.
Ground 08 right pushback approved, Encore 4703.
Encore 3107 pushback approved, expect runway 08 right.
Ground 08
so have to
right
wait and
pushback
see
approved,
that probably
Encore Tree 107.
We're going to get
Ground
everything
Encore
around this area
7012 request pushback.
into this area
Tower,
here. See if we
compass
can open this up a
5818
little,
inbound runway 08 left.
so you guys can see. But I'm going to go to Lima 2 and Lima 4. I'm not going to go around the back because we don't have that much time. But we do. You will see that we have a different type of arrivals today. We've never had that before, so this will be something to look out for. Something else and something new. Something old and whatever. Encore 7012 pushback approved. Expect runway 08 right. All these small
Ground 08 right pushback
lanes.
approved, Encore 7012.
I'm not quite sure if I have done a Canada Vancouver night one. If I've done a night one so far, I can't remember really. So, but again, we've got all the
Tower
modifications
819
running
tree
again.
inbound runway 08
We've got all
right.
these aircrafts are all going to be departing today, so
Ground
not much
WestJet
around the
720
international
request
area.
pushback.
Ground,
Who are you?
Encore
You down
4703 request taxi runway 08 right.
Encore 4703, runway 08 right at Lima 2.
Ground Encore Tree 107 request taxi runway 08 right.
WestJet 720 pushback approved, expect runway 08 right.
Runway 08 right at Lima 2,
So much
Encore
coming down here, I may
4703.
have to redivert
Ground
onto
08 right
08
pushback
left as
approved,
well.
WestJet
If I have a look
720.
around at this area here, let me just pause this here for a second. That'll give us the opportunity to check it out. So we do have hardly anything in this back area here. Everything that we have seems to be in this area here. It's just one or two down there. Let's check it out if there's anything in this area. Nope, it's all quiet. There's just one down there. The international area is totally quiet there. Okay, anything in around the back there? Anything down here that we may have? Nope, nothing. Okay, so it's going to be the main terminal really. Okay, we do have any GAs there? Not much, so it's pretty quiet here. So everything will be coming out of the center area. Okay, no problem. So we got a lot of those aircrafts at the moment. Encore 3107, runway 08 left via hotel.
Runway 08 left via hotel, Encore Tree 107.
Encore 4703, hold short of runway 08 right.
Hold short of runway 08 right, Encore 4703.
So that's not going to stop us from getting this organized somehow. It's going to be a little tight here, but so what's the story with you? Are you finished? You are not ready yet. Encore 7012, continue taxi.
Unable taxi, will advise when ready, Encore 7012.
Uh-oh. I smell a problem. Oh, here we go. He's just waiting for the kerosene truck going by. Now he's turning, so that's good. And what about you, WestJet, down here? How do we see any movement? Are you being pushed or not? You it just stopped there for a second as well. That's quite strange. So hopefully we're gonna somehow... So we're always gonna have 2 parallel arrivals. So what's the matter with you? WestJet 720, continue taxi.
Ground, Jazz 8127 request pushback. Unable taxi, will advise when ready, WestJet 720.
Jazz 8127 pushback approved, expect runway 08 left.
Ground, 08 left pushback approved, Jazz 8127. Ground, Encore 7012 request taxi runway 08 right.
Encore 7012, runway 08 right at Lima 2.
Runway 08 right at Lima 2, Encore 7012.
Compass 5818, runway 08 left, clear to land, wind is 328 at 3 knots.
Runway 08 left cleared to land, compass 5818.
Jazz 8193, runway 08 right, clear to land, wind is 328 at 2 knots.
Runway 08 right cleared to land, Jazz 819 tree.
Encore 4703, wind is 328 at 2 knots, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 08 right cleared for takeoff, Encore 4703.
Encore 3107, runway 08 left, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Tower, Pasco 206 inbound runway 08 right. Runway 08 left line up and wait behind next landing aircraft, Encore 3107.
So how's the Jazz here? He probably just stopped there to let the other one go past, but he's twisting and turning, so we're all safe here. What about WestJet is moving now as well into his final position? Really
Ground,
good.
WestJet 720
Things are happening.
request taxi runway 08 right.
He's ready now. WestJet 720, runway 08 right at Lima 2.
Runway 08 right at Lima 2, WestJet 720.
Encore 7012, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Encore 7012.
So, as we know, Canada usually a
Ground,
pretty
WestJet
quiet
166
airport.
request pushback.
WestJet 166 pushback approved. Expect runway 08 left. And
Ground,
that'll give me the
08 left
opportunity.
pushback approved. WestJet 166.
The opportunity, hold on. WestJet 720, hold position.
Ground, Jazz 8127 request taxi runway 08 left.
Jazz 8127, runway 08 left via hotel.
Hold position, WestJet 720. Runway 08 left via hotel, Jazz 8127.
WestJet 720, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, WestJet 720.
WestJet 720, hold short of runway 08 right.
Hold short of runway 08 right, WestJet 720.
Encore 4703, contact departure.
Contact departure, good evening, Encore 4703.
Doing a sharp left-hand turn here. Pretty much crossing the runway 08 left here almost, so that could be a danger. So we have our first arrival. There we go. Full little compass. Of course, that being one of the many sisters of Delta, I would say. Encore 3107, after departure, fly heading 020, runway 08 left, cleared for takeoff.
After departure fly heading 020 runway 08 left cleared for takeoff, Encore 3107.
Compass 5818, taxi to terminal via Sierra Juliet Alpha Tango.
Taxi to terminal via Sierra Juliet Alpha Tango, compass 5818.
Pesco 206, runway 08 right, clear to land, wind is 327 at 2 knots.
Ground, WestJet 166 request taxi runway 08 left.
Runway 08 right cleared to land, Pasco 206.
WestJet 166, runway 08 left via Kilo Victor Mike.
Ground, WestJet 132 request pushback.
WestJet 132 pushback approved, expect runway 08 left.
Runway 08 left via Kilo Victor Mike, WestJet 166. Ground, 08 left pushback approved, WestJet 132.
So things are starting to get busy on the ground as soon as the arrivals are coming in. With the odd one or two surprises that may happen. Jazz 8193, taxi to terminal via Hotel Lima.
Taxi to terminal via Hotel Lima, Jazz 819er tree.
Encore 3107, contact departure.
Contact departure, good evening, Encore tree 107.
Tower,
the next
Jazz 8886
couple coming
inbound runway 08 left.
Encore 7012, runway 08 right, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 08 right, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft, Encore 7012.
We will have these two down the bottom. We're going to depart these two right after each other as soon as the PES goes down. Jazz 8127, runway 08 left, line up and wait.
Runway 08 left, line up and wait, Jazz 8127. Tower, Pasco 554 inbound runway 08 right.
I'd like to say thank you to the comments that came in on the last video. Really appreciate it. And we've got new subscribers on board. Welcome. Thank you very much for subscribing. And if you want to leave a comment yourself, please go ahead and do so.
Ground,
If you would like
WestJet
to
132 request taxi runway 08 left.
Ground,
please like.
Jazz 809er request pushback.
WestJet 132, runway 08 left via Kilo Victor Mike.
Runway 08 left via Kilo Victor Mike, WestJet 132.
Jazz 8099 pushback approved, expect runway 08 right.
Ground, 08 right pushback approved, Jazz 809er.
Jazz 8127, after departure, fly heading 040, runway 08 left, cleared for takeoff.
After departure, fly heading 040, runway 08 left, cleared for takeoff, Jazz 8127.
Do a bit of diversity here, changing things around, pushing aircrafts left and right. I'm very grateful for all of you guys that keep supporting this channel, for always watching and taking your private time to do so. Thank you very much. If there's anything you would like differently, or if there's anything that you would be interested in me doing otherwise, go ahead and perhaps we'll be able to arrange that. WestJet 720, runway 08 right, line up and wait.
Runway 08 right, line up and wait, WestJet 720.
Encore 7012, after departure, fly heading 180, runway 308 right, cleared for takeoff. Encore 7012, after departure, fly heading 140, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff.
After departure, fly heading 140, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff, Encore 7012.
Pasco 206, taxi to terminal via Hotel Juliet.
Ground, Jazz 8299er request pushback.
Jazz 8299 pushback approved, expect runway 08 right.
Taxi to terminal via Hotel Juliet, Pasco 206. Ground, 08 right pushback approved, Jazz 8299er.
WestJet 166, after departure, fly heading 020, runway 08 left, cleared for takeoff. Actually, we're not going to do that. We're going to...
Ground, Jazz 8099er request taxi runway 08 right.
Jazz 8099 runway 08 right at Lima 2.
Runway 08 right at Lima 2, Jazz 8099er.
Jazz 8099, hold short of runway 08 right.
Hold short of runway 08 right, Jazz 8099er.
WestJet 166, runway 08 left, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 08 left, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft. WestJet 166.
Jazz 8886, wind is 326 at 2 knots, runway 08 left, cleared
Tower,
for takeoff.
WestJet 127 inbound runway 08
Jazz
left.
8886, runway 08 left, cleared to land, wind is 326 at 2 knots. I'm just not
Unable
having
to
enough
comply.
arrivals.
Jazz 8886.
Jazz 8127, contact departure.
Runway 08 left cleared to land. Jazz 8886.
Pasco 554, runway 08 right, cleared to land, wind is 326 at 2 knots.
Contact departure. Good evening. Jazz 8127.
WestJet 720 after departure, fly heading 220, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 08 right cleared to land. Pasco 554.
On course 7012, contact departure.
After departure fly heading 220 runway 08 right cleared for takeoff. WestJet 720. Contact departure. Good evening. Encore 7012. Ground. Jazz 8299er request taxi runway 08 right.
Jazz 8299, runway 08 right at Lima 2.
Ground. Jazz 8110 request pushback.
Jazz 8299, hold short of runway 08 right.
Runway 08 right at Lima 2. Jazz 8299er. Hold short of runway 08 right. Jazz 8299er. Tower. All Nippon 116 heavy inbound runway 08 right.
Push this down a little. So we get everything so close in here. Doesn't need to be. Help you guys out. Jazz 8299, hold short of runway 08 right.
Hold short of runway 08 right. Jazz 8299er.
WestJet 720, contact departure.
Contact departure. Goodbye. WestJet 720.
Jazz 8110, pushback approved. Expect runway 08 left. Mix them
Ground.
about.
08 left pushback approved. Jazz 8110.
Jazz 8099, runway 08 right, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 08 right line up and wait behind next landing aircraft. Jazz 8099er.
WestJet 166 after departure, fly heading 360, runway 08 left, cleared for takeoff.
After departure fly heading 360 runway 08 left cleared for takeoff. WestJet 166.
WestJet 132, runway 08 left, line up and wait.
Runway 08 left, line up and wait. WestJet 132.
Jazz 8886, taxi to terminal via Mike Juliet Lima.
Taxi to terminal via Mike 2 Juliet Lima. Jazz 8886.
I never said Mike 2. Jazz 8886, taxi to terminal via Mike Juliet Lima.
Unable taxi. Request detailed taxi instructions. Jazz 8886.
WestJet 127, runway 08 left, clear to land, wind is 326 at 2 knots.
Taxi to terminal via Mike Juliet Lima. Jazz 8886.
Jazz 8099, after departure, fly heading 220, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 08 left cleared to land. WestJet 127.
WestJet 132, after departure, fly heading 040, runway 08 left, cleared for takeoff.
After departure fly heading 220 runway 08 right cleared for takeoff. Jazz 8099er.
Jazz 8299, runway 08 right, line up and wait.
After departure fly heading 040 runway 08 left cleared for takeoff. WestJet 132.
WestJet 166, contact departure.
Runway 08 right line up and wait. Jazz 8299er.
Contact departure. Good evening. WestJet 166. Ground. Air Canada Tree 06 request pushback.
Tower. Jazz 8066 inbound runway 08 right.
All Nippon 116 heavy, runway 08 right, clear to land, wind is 326 at 2 knots.
Ground. Jazz 8110 request taxi runway 08 left.
Jazz 8110, runway 08 left via hotel.
Runway 08 right cleared to land. All Nippon 116 heavy.
Jazz 8299, after departure, fly heading 220, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 08 left via hotel. Jazz 8110.
Pesco 554, taxi to terminal via Hotel Juliet Lima.
After departure fly heading 220 runway 08 right cleared for takeoff, Jazz 829er.
WestJet 132, contact departure.
Taxi to terminal via Hotel Juliet Lima, Pasco 554.
Air Canada 306, pushback approved. Expect runway 08 right.
Contact departure. Good evening. WestJet 132.
Jazz 8099er, contact departure.
Ground. 08 right pushback approved. Air Canada 306.
So
Contact
strangely
departure.
enough,
Good
there's
evening.
always
Jazz
plenty to
8099er.
talk. I mean, you just
Tower,
don't stop
Pasco
talking,
348
really.
inbound runway 08 left.
Crazy, isn't it?
Ground, Air Canada 186 heavy request pushback.
Air Canada 186, heavy pushback approved. Expect runway 08 left.
Ground, 08 left pushback approved. Air Canada 186 heavy.
So there's always something happening here, so it's quite busy. Strangely enough. Pesco 554. It's going in that area. Very nice. It's going to be away from the Air Canada flight. Air Canada 306. Let's just check him out. There he is. Jazz 8299er, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good evening, Jazz 8299er. Tower, Air Canada 18 heavy inbound runway 08 left.
WestJet 127, taxi to terminal via Mike Juliet Lima.
Taxi to terminal via Mike Juliet Lima, WestJet 127.
Jazz 8886. He's going in that area. Jazz 8886, hold short of taxiway Lima.
Hold short of taxiway Lima, Jazz 8886.
Oh, we've got a, interesting.
Ground. Air Canada 306 request taxi runway 08 right.
Air Canada 306, runway 08 right at Lima 2.
Runway 08 right at Lima 2. Air Canada 306.
Ground,
He's
Air
just
Canada
a
186 heavy
medium-sized, so
request
he should
taxi
get
runway
past the
08
other
left.
one. Hope
Ground,
he's gonna hold
Air
short
Canada
long
120
enough.
request pushback.
So we've got those two coming in. Should be able to get the Jazz in there. Jazz 8110, runway 08 left, line up and wait.
Runway 08 left line up and wait, Jazz 8110.
All Nippon is going all the way down to the end. Air Canada 120, pushback approved. Expect runway 08 left.
Ground, 08 left pushback approved, Air Canada 120.
Air Canada 186 heavy, runway 08 left via Kilo Victor Mike.
Runway 08 left via Kilo Victor Mike 5, Air Canada 186 heavy.
I never said Mike 5. Air Canada 186 heavy, runway 08 left via Kilo Victor Mike.
Unable taxi, request detailed taxi instructions, Air Canada 186 heavy.
Jazz 8886, continue taxi.
Runway 08 left via Kilo Victor Mike, Air Canada 186 heavy.
Jazz 8066, runway 08 right, clear to land, wind is 325 at 2 knots.
Continue taxi, Jazz 8886.
Jazz 8110, after departure fly heading 020, runway 08 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 08 right cleared to land, Jazz 8066.
All Nippon 116 heavy, taxi to terminal via Delta Hotel Victor Kilo.
After departure fly heading 020 runway 08 left cleared for takeoff, Jazz 8110.
Air Canada 306, continue taxi.
Taxi to terminal via Delta Hotel Victor Kilo, All Nippon 116 heavy.
Pesco 348, runway 08 left, clear to land, wind is 325 at 2 knots.
Continue taxi. Air Canada 306.
Runway 08 left cleared to land, Pasco 348. Tower, Jazz 8208 inbound runway 08 left. Ground, Encore 3324 request pushback.
Encore 3324, pushback approved. Expect runway 08 right.
Ground, 08 right pushback approved. Encore 3324.
So I hope Air Canada 18 is not going to catch up with PESCO here, because they are getting quite close towards each other. There's still
Tower,
about 4
Encore
nautical miles in
3190
between
inbound
these
runway
two.
08
So
right.
it's going to be a tight one here. We'll see how we go. And if all things go bad, we may have to...
Ground, Air Canada
Air
120
Canada do
request
a
taxi
go
runway
around.
08 left.
Jazz 8110, contact departure.
Contact departure, good evening, Jazz 8110.
WestJet 127, hold short of taxiway Juliet Bravo.
Hold short of taxiway Juliet Bravo, WestJet 127.
Air Canada 120, runway 08 left via Kilo Victor Mike.
Runway 08 left via Kilo
Copy.
Victor Mike 4, Air Canada 120.
Mike 4. Air Canada 120, runway 08 left via Kilo Victor Mike.
Unable taxi, request detailed
Just
taxi
Mike.
instructions,
Normal.
Air Canada 120. Runway 08 left via Kilo Victor Mike, Air Canada 120.
Air Canada 306, runway 08 right, line up and wait.
Runway 08 right, line up and wait. Air Canada 306.
Air Canada 18 heavy, runway 08 left, clear to land, wind is 325 at 2 knots.
Runway 08
So he's still
left clear to
3
land,
miles
Air
out,
Canada
and
18
PESCO
heavy.
has touched down, so we're going to be safe. It's pretty neat then. WestJet 127, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, WestJet 127.
Air Canada 306, after departure fly heading 220, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff.
After departure fly heading 220, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff. Air Canada 306.
Ground, Encore 3324 request taxi runway 08 right.
Encore 3324, runway 08 right at Lima 2 via Lima.
Ground, WestJet 16908 request pushback.
Jazz 8208, runway 08 left, clear to land, wind is 325 at 2 knots.
Runway 08 right at Lima 2 via Lima, Encore 3324. Runway 08 left clear to land, Jazz 8208.
All Nippon 116 heavy, hold short of taxiway Lima.
Hold short of taxiway Lima, All Nippon 116 heavy.
PESCO 348, taxi to terminal via Mike Juliet.
Taxi to terminal via Mike Juliet, PESCO 348.
Air Canada 186 heavy, runway 08 left, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 08 left line up and wait behind next landing aircraft, Air Canada 186 heavy. Tower, PESCO 842 inbound runway 08 right.
WestJet 16998, pushback approved, expect runway 08 left.
Ground, 08 left pushback approved, WestJet 16908.
Jazz 8066, taxi to terminal via Hotel Juliet Lima.
Taxi to terminal via Hotel Juliet Lima, Jazz 8066.
Air Canada 18 heavy, taxi to terminal via Mike Juliet.
Taxi to terminal via Mike Juliet, Air Canada 18 heavy.
Jazz 820, he's already down. Encore 3190, runway 08 right, clear to land, wind is 324 at 2 knots.
Runway 08 right clear to land, Encore 3190.
Encore 3324, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Encore 3324.
Air Canada 306, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good evening, Air Canada 306.
All Nippon 116 heavy, taxi to terminal via Lima Juliet.
Ground, All Nippon
Push him
115
across
heavy
down this
request
way.
pushback. Taxi to terminal via Lima Juliet, All Nippon 116 heavy.
All Nippon 116 heavy, hold short of taxiway Juliet Charlie.
Hold short of taxiway Juliet Charlie, All Nippon 116 heavy.
PESCO 348, hold short of taxiway Juliet Bravo.
Hold short of taxiway Juliet Bravo, PESCO 348.
So everybody's moving. All Nippon 115 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 08 left.
Ground, 08 left pushback approved, all Nippon 115 Heavy.
All we need to do is get WestJet out of these in-betweens here. So we've got Pesco coming in here, and we've got the Biggie coming in there, the All Nippon.
Ground, WestJet 16908 request taxi runway 08 left.
And he's gonna split these in two. WestJet 16908 runway 08 left via Kilo Victor Mike.
Runway 08 left via Kilo Victor Mike, WestJet 16908.
And now we got only one more arrival coming in, and then things have quietened down a little. We still have plenty of room, so hopefully he's left plenty of room for WestJet to get in between there. So far, so good. Easy. Nicely done. All Nippon 116 Heavy, continue taxi.
Ground, Pasco 217 request pushback.
Air Canada 186 Heavy, after departure fly heading 090, runway 08 left, cleared for takeoff.
Continue taxi, all Nippon 116 Heavy.
Pesco 842, runway 08 right, clear to land, wind is 324 at 2 knots.
After departure fly heading 090, runway 08 left, cleared for takeoff, Air Canada 186 Heavy.
Pasco 348, continue taxi.
Runway 08 right, cleared to land, Pasco 842.
Air Canada 120, runway 08 left, line up and wait.
Continue taxi, Pasco 348. Runway 08 left, line up and wait, Air Canada 120.
Jazz 8208, taxi to terminal via Mike Juliet.
Taxi to terminal via Mike Juliet, Jazz 8208. Ground, all Nippon 115 Heavy request taxi runway 08 left.
Encore 3324, runway 08 right, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Tower, Alaska 705 inbound runway 08 left.
Runway 08 right, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft. Encore 3324.
Pesco 217, pushback approved, expect runway 08 right.
Ground, 08 right pushback approved, Pasco 217.
Air Canada 120, after departure fly heading 010, runway 08 left, cleared for takeoff.
After departure fly heading 010, runway 08 left, cleared for takeoff, Air Canada 120.
Air Canada 186 Heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure, good evening, Air Canada 186 Heavy.
All Nippon 115 Heavy, runway 08 left via Kilo Victor Mike.
Tower, Jazz 8115 inbound runway 08 right.
Encore 3190, taxi to terminal via Hotel Juliet.
Runway 08 left via Kilo Victor Mike, all Nippon 115 Heavy.
Encore 3190, hold short of taxiway Lima.
Taxi to terminal via Hotel Juliet, Encore 3190.
Air Canada 244, pushback approved, expect runway 08 left.
Hold short of taxiway Lima, Encore 3190.
Sorry.
Unable pushback, will advise when ready, Air Canada 244. Ground,
Got ahead of
Air
myself
Canada
there a little
244
bit.
request pushback.
I beg your pardon, sir. Air Canada 244, pushback approved, expect runway 08 left.
Ground, 08 left pushback approved, Air Canada 244.
So we've got a nice area here, nice and tight. Aircraft's moving about, moving into their position, taxiing down here and right. Got the next one, Jazz, coming in, this one pushing out, everything happening very tightly. Air Canada 120, contact departure.
Contact departure, good evening, Air Canada 120.
WestJet 16908, runway 08 left, line up and wait.
Runway 08 left, line up and wait, WestJet 16908. Ground, Pasco 217 request taxi runway 08 right.
Pasco 217, runway 08 right at Lima 2 via Lima.
Runway 08 right at Lima 2 via Lima, Pasco 217.
Encore 3324 after departure, fly heading 140, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff.
After departure, fly heading 140, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff. Encore 3324.
This is a nice view that we have here. We got a couple of arrivals, one departure. He's just holding short here.
Ground, Pasco 755
Just letting
request
everybody go
pushback.
past. Pasco 842, taxi to terminal via Hotel Juliet.
Taxi to terminal via Hotel Juliet, Pasco 842.
I'm not going to go to that phone call at the moment. I just don't have the time for that. WestJet 16908 after departure, fly heading 020, runway 08 left, cleared for takeoff.
After departure, fly heading 020, runway 08 left, cleared for takeoff. WestJet 16908.
Alaska 705, runway 08 left, cleared to land. Wind is 323 at 2 knots.
Runway 08 left cleared to land, Alaska 705.
Pasco 217, continue taxi.
Ground, Air Canada 244 request taxi runway 08 left.
Air Canada 244, runway 08 left via Kilo Victor Mike.
Continue taxi, Pasco 217.
Jazz 8115, runway 08 right, clear to land. Wind is 323 at 2 knots.
Runway 08 left via Kilo Victor Mike, Air Canada 244.
Encore 3190, continue taxi.
Runway 08 right, cleared to land. Jazz 8115.
Encore 3324, contact departure.
Continue taxi, Encore 3190.
Pasco 755, pushback approved. Expect runway 08 right.
Contact departure.
Push you down
Good
there.
evening.
Because these
Encore
two are just going
3324.
straight ahead, right
Ground,
next to each other.
08
So
right,
it's gonna be
pushback
fine.
approved. Pasco 755.
WestJet 16908, contact departure.
Tower, Jazz 8415 inbound runway 08 right. Contact departure, goodbye, WestJet 16908.
So it seems that we are probably not going to get all the aircrafts that I was hoping
Ground,
for, simply
Encore 3269er request pushback.
because everything just seems to be going into this area here. We don't have any Americans, United, international flights, unfortunately. All Nippon 115 heavy, runway 08 left, line up and wait.
Runway 08 left, line up and wait. All Nippon 115 heavy.
Pasco 217, runway 08 right, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 08 right, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft. Pasco
And see
217.
if we can see the arrival coming in. There he is. Can't see much of him as yet. Let's see if we zoom. There we go. When we zoom, we can see the arrival coming in here. Encore 3269, pushback approved. Expect runway 08 left.
Ground, 08 left pushback approved. Encore 3269er.
So we do have at least an Alaskan flight coming in. Something differently for a change. All Nippon 115 heavy after departure, fly heading 360, runway 08 left, cleared for takeoff. Should be
After
going
departure, fly
straight up.
heading 360, runway 08 left, cleared for takeoff. All Nippon 115 heavy.
Looks like we're running out of spaces here in Vancouver. Vancouver, of course, being pretty close to the United States, north of Seattle, all the way on the bottom left from Canada, or the top left of the United States. Alaska 705, taxi to terminal via Sierra Juliet Alpha Tango.
Taxi to terminal via Sierra Juliet Alpha Tango, Alaska 705.
Jazz 8415, runway 08 right, clear to land, wind is 323 at 1 knots.
Ground, Pasco 755, request taxi runway 08 right.
Pasco 755, runway 08 right at Lima 2 via Lima.
Runway 08 right, cleared to land, Jazz 8415.
Pasco 217, after departure, fly heading 200, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 08 right at Lima 2 via Lima, Pasco 755. After departure, fly heading 200, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff, Pasco 217.
Air Canada 244, runway 08 left, line up and wait.
Ground, Encore 3269er, request taxi runway 08 left.
Encore 3269, runway 08 left via Kilo Victor Mike.
Runway 08 left, line up and wait, Air Canada 244.
Runway 08 left via Kilo Victor Mike, Encore 3269er.
Pasco 755, hold short of runway 08 right.
Hold short of runway 08 right, Pasco 755.
Jazz 8115, taxi to terminal via Delta Hotel Juliet Lima.
Tower, Air Canada 217 inbound runway 08 left.
All Nippon 115 heavy, contact departure.
Taxi to terminal via Delta Hotel Juliet Lima, Jazz 8115. Contact departure, good evening, All Nippon 115 heavy.
Air Canada 244, wind is 323 at 1 knots, runway 08 left, cleared for takeoff. You can
Runway
go straight
08
ahead.
left, cleared for takeoff, Air Canada 244.
Tower, Air Canada 1047 inbound runway 08 right.
Pasco 217, contact departure.
Contact departure, good evening, Pasco 217.
Alright, things are
Ground,
slowing
Jazz
down a little
819er
bit,
4 request pushback.
but immediately we get action. Jazz 819er 4 pushback approved, expect runway 08 right.
Ground, 08 right pushback approved, Jazz 819er 4.
Jazz 8115, hold short of taxiway Lima.
Hold short of taxiway Lima, Jazz 8115.
What do we got? Air Canada, and Jazz 8415. Where is he coming down? 08 right, okay. Pasco 755, runway 08 right, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 08 right, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft, Pasco 755.
Is he coming in? There he is. Air Canada 244, contact departure.
Contact departure, goodbye, Air Canada 244.
I'm gonna go quickly get everybody up in the air to their destinations and everybody down and quickly to the terminal so we can disembark to their destinations. After all, it's already almost 9 o'clock in the PM. And by the time they arrive their destiny, be a little while. At least we can hear the seagulls in the back. So how's our Jazz 819er 4?
Jazz 819er 4 request taxi runway 08 right.
There he is, ready now, ready to go. Jazz 819er 4, runway 08 right at Lima 2 via Lima.
Runway 08 right at Lima 2 via Lima, Jazz 819er 4.
Jazz 8415, taxi to terminal via Hotel Juliet Lima.
Taxi to terminal via Hotel Juliet Lima, Jazz 8415.
Pasco 755, after departure fly heading 120, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff.
After departure fly heading 120 runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff, Pasco 755.
Encore 3269er, runway 08 left, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 08 left, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft, Encore 3269er.
So let's check out this situation here, these two passing each other nicely. Jazz 8115, continue taxi. I just wish I wouldn't
Continue
have
taxi,
to hold
Jazz
him short
8115.
here. Passengers will have to wait a little bit. How is our waiting situation? Pascal 750-32. We had 8-minute delay from pushback and takeoff, so I think we're pretty fast here. The next flight is 34.
Tower,
6-7
SkyWest
minutes.
5419er inbound
We'll have to
runway
wait another
08
minute
left.
for Air Canada to arrive. Jazz 8194. Continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Jazz 8119er 4.
Air Canada 217, runway 08 left, clear to land, wind is 322 at 1 knots.
Runway 08 left cleared to land, Air Canada 217.
Air Canada 1047, runway 08 right, clear to land, wind is 322 at 1 knots.
Runway 08 right clear to land, Air Canada 1047.
Pascal 755, contact departure.
Tower,
Crazy
Jazz
enough that
8262
this
inbound runway
aircraft
08
here,
right.
can we see him? We can
Contact
see Pascal
departure,
217.
good evening,
Let's see
Pascal
where he's at.
755.
He's at 250 knots and he's 16,000 feet up in the air. So he's going to be way ahead of, hopefully way ahead, way above. What are we now? We're at 16,000 and he is at
Ground,
3,000.
Air France 379er heavy request
Quite a bit
pushback.
of a difference there between those two, flying on top of each other. Jazz 8194, runway 08 right, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 08 right line up and wait behind next landing aircraft, Jazz 8119er 4.
And the sole aircraft that we saw all the way in the back, Air France 379er heavy pushback approved, expect runway 08 left. He's finally going
Ground,
to be pushed
08 left pushback
out.
approved,
So we do have an
Air France
international flight
379er
here.
heavy.
Yeah, airport is certainly getting a lot quieter now. Strange. How are we doing? We got 34, 38, as you can see. We've got 34 and 38 and 42. So we are actually missing 2 aircrafts in between here because there's supposed to be a 2-minute gap in between flights. So that's probably why, because everything is just concentrating on this area here. Guys can't see anything. Encore 3269er after departure, fly heading 040, runway 08 left, cleared for takeoff.
After departure, fly heading 040, runway 08 left, cleared for takeoff. Encore 3269er.
Air Canada 217, taxi to terminal via Mike Juliet.
Taxi to terminal via Mike Juliet, Air Canada 217.
Our arrivals, how are they coming along? So, I mean, they do come in, we have, as you can see, we got flight number 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. So these are the running tally for everybody who doesn't know that as yet. But actually,
Ground,
in between
Air France
these
379er
arrivals, there
heavy
shouldn't be
request
4
taxi runway
minutes.
08
It's
left.
just strange.
Tower, Jazz 807 tree request pushback.
Oh, but we do have a SkyWest flight coming in. Excellent. Jazz 8073 pushback approved. Expect runway 08 right.
Tower, 08 right pushback approved. Jazz 807 tree.
Jazz 8194 after departure, fly heading 220, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff.
After departure, fly heading 220, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff, Jazz 8119er 4.
Air Canada 1047, taxi to terminal via Hotel Juliet. So they are going
Taxi to terminal
get
via Hotel Juliet.
both Air Canada flights are going to get ahead of themselves. As you can see, this one coming to the top here, and he's going right next to him. So we may just be lucky enough, but we'll keep an eye on that one. SkyWest 5419, runway 08 left, clear to land, wind is 322 at 1 knots.
Runway 08 left, cleared to land, SkyWest 5419er.
Encore 3269, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good evening. Encore 3269er.
Air France 379 heavy, runway 08 left via Juliet Alpha, Papa Mike.
Tower, Encore 3325 inbound runway 08 right. Runway 08 left via Juliet Alpha
First
Papa
time
Mike.
my
Air France
screen
379er Heavy.
crashes. That was too much. It was way too much. Did he find the route? Yes, he did. He did calculate the correct way, so that's good. So it's going to be a race between Air Canada 217 and 1047. Who's
Tower,
going to get
Jazz
into this
8260
intersection
inbound runway
beforehand?
08 left.
Jazz 8262, runway 08 right, clear to land, wind is 322 at 1 knots.
Runway 08 right cleared to land. Jazz 8262.
Tower, Jazz 8073 request taxi runway 08 right.
Jazz 8194, contact departure.
Contact departure, good evening, Jazz 8194. Tower, Jazz 8114 request pushback.
Jazz 8114, pushback approved, expect runway 08 right.
Tower, 08 right pushback approved, Jazz 8114.
Jazz 8073, runway 08 right at Lima 2 via Lima.
Runway 08 right at Lima 2 via Lima 4, Jazz 8073.
It's almost perfect timing that these two are going to cross each other and therefore hit each other. Of course we're going to stop that. Air Canada 217, hold short of taxiway Juliet Bravo.
Hold short of
really
taxiway Juliet Bravo, Air Canada
shouldn't really
217.
be necessary, but he wants to go here and he wants to go there, so of course they would have hit each other. Certainly. Jazz, which way are you going? Oh, this is crazy. Wow. I'm not sure if I want to do that, or can I? Actually, Jazz 8073, runway 08 right at Echo. No,
Runway
it's too short.
08 right at Echo, Jazz 8073.
Jazz 8073, runway... Well, let me just think
Unable
about
taxi,
this.
request detailed taxi
No.
instructions, Jazz 8073.
Because we've got arrival coming in. Jazz 8073. Oh, he is able to depart from there. Excellent. Jazz 8073, hold short of taxiway Delta.
Hold short of taxiway Delta, Jazz
We'll do a
8073.
short departure. Skywest 5419, taxi to terminal via Sierra Juliet Alpha Tango.
Taxi to terminal via Sierra Juliet Alpha Tango, Skywest 5419er.
Air Canada 217, continue taxi.
Tower, compass 602 request pushback.
Compass 6023, pushback approved. Expect runway 08 left.
Continue taxi, Air Canada 217.
Skywest 5419, hold short of taxiway Mike.
Tower, 08 left pushback approved.
I'm
Compass
not sure because
6023.
it's quite tight
Hold short of
area down
taxiway
there.
Mike, Skywest
If I
5419er.
push him back,
Tower, Jazz
if I just
8114
push him
request
back
taxi
into
runway
this
08 right.
position, Skywest wants to move in here, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is just going to be a jam here. Jazz 8262, taxi to terminal via Hotel Juliet Lima.
Taxi to terminal via Hotel Juliet Lima, Jazz 8262.
Jazz 8114, runway 08 right at Lima 2 via Lima.
Runway 08 right at Lima 2 via Lima, Jazz 8114.
Jazz 8114, hold short of runway 08 right.
Tower, Cafe 838 heavy inbound runway 08 left.
Encore 3325, runway 08 right, clear to land, wind is 321 at 1 knots.
Hold short of runway 08 right, Jazz 8114.
Jazz 8260, runway 08 left, clear to land, wind is 321 at 1 knots.
Runway 08 right cleared to land, Encore 3325. Runway 08 left cleared to land, Jazz 8260.
So we'll just, as soon as Encore is down, we should have enough room before Air Canada 243 is going to land. That'll give us the opportunity to get Jazz
Tower,
up in the air.
Compass 602 request taxi runway 08 left.
Oh, this is so much smaller now all of a sudden. Let's make this a little bigger. We don't have anything down in the GA area. This being the GA area down the
Tower,
bottom there.
WestJet 130 request pushback.
Compass 6023, runway 08 left via Juliet Alpha, Papa Mike.
Runway 08 left via Juliet Alpha Papa Mike, compass 602
WestJet 130 pushback approved. Expect runway 08 right.
Tower, Air Canada 243 inbound runway 08 right. Tower, 08 right pushback approved, WestJet 130.
So we're going to be safe and wait for the arrival, simply because we don't know if all of a sudden the arrival is going to decide to turn off Echo, even though I could give him the command to turn off at Delta 1, but, you know, they don't always listen to me. But Encore is a small aircraft, so we should be good. Air France 379er Heavy, runway 08 left, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 08 left line up and wait behind next landing aircraft, Air France 379er Heavy.
So let's see which taxiway he's going to choose. Jazz 8073, continue taxi. So we're safe here now.
Continue taxi, Jazz 8073.
Jazz 8073, runway 08 right, line up and wait.
Runway 08 right, line up and wait, Jazz 8073.
SkyWest 5419er, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, SkyWest 5419er.
Encore 3325, taxi to terminal via Hotel Juliet Lima.
Taxi to terminal via Hotel Juliet Lima, Encore 3325.
Cathay 838 Heavy, runway 08 left, clear to land, wind is 321 at 1 knots.
Ground, Glacier 564 request pushback.
Runway 08 left clear to land, Cathay 838 Heavy.
Glacier 564 pushback approved, expect runway 08 right.
Ground, 08 right pushback approved, Glacier 564.
Air France 379er Heavy, after departure fly heading 160, runway 08 left, cleared for takeoff.
Tower, WestJet 130 request taxi runway 08 right.
Jazz 8073, after departure fly heading 220, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff.
After departure fly heading 160 runway 08 left cleared for takeoff, Air France 379er Heavy.
Jazz 8114, runway 08 right, line up and wait.
After departure fly heading 220, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff, Jazz 8073.
Jazz 8260, taxi to terminal via Mike Juliet.
Runway 08 right line up and wait, Jazz 8114.
Air Canada 243, runway 08 right, clear to land, wind is 321 at 1 knots.
Taxi to terminal via Mike Juliet, Jazz 8260. Runway 08 right clear to land, Air Canada 243. Tower, Jazz 8573 inbound runway 08 left.
All of a sudden we got aircrafts on the ground moving about left and right. So the Glacier is still waiting. Jazz 8114, after departure fly heading 160, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff.
After departure fly heading 160 runway 08 right cleared for takeoff, Jazz 8114.
Jazz 8073, contact departure.
Ground, Glacier 564 request taxi runway 08 right.
Air France 379er Heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure, good evening, Jazz 8073.
Contact departure, good evening, Air France 379er Heavy.
WestJet 130, runway 08 right at Lima 2 via Lima.
Runway 08 right at Lima 2 via Lima, WestJet 130.
Glacier 564, runway 08 right at Echo.
Runway 08 right at Echo, Glacier 564.
what worked once works again. Isn't that what they usually say? Compass 6023, runway 08 left, line up and wait.
Runway 08 left, line up and wait. Compass 602
So it may be the last arrival there from Jazz 8573, and these should be our last departures as well. If all is correct, then we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 52, so probably, I don't know, I'm not sure exactly how many are missing. Cathay 838 Heavy, taxi to terminal via Mike 3, Mike Juliet.
Taxi to terminal via Sierra Tree 1
Cathay
Mike
838
Juliet.
Heavy,
Cathay
taxi to
838
terminal
Heavy.
via Mike Juliet, Juliet Charlie.
Taxi to terminal via Mike Juliet Juliet Charlie. Cathay 838 Heavy.
Compass 6023 after departure, fly heading 080, runway 08 left, cleared for takeoff.
After departure, fly heading 080, runway 08 left,
Canada
cleared for takeoff.
243,
Compass 602
exit at taxiway Delta 3.
Exit at taxiway Delta Tree, Air Canada 243.
I don't want him to go into Echo, and he works perfectly. Glacier 564, runway 08 right, line up and wait.
Runway 08 right, line up and wait. Glacier 564.
WestJet 130, continue taxi.
Tower, Pasco 115 request pushback.
Jazz 1.
Continue taxi, WestJet 130.
Jazz 8114, contact departure.
Contact departure, good evening, Jazz 8114.
Jazz 8573, runway 08 left, clear to land. Wind is 320 at 1 knots. We do have another arrival.
Runway 08 left cleared to land, Jazz 857
Pasco 115, pushback approved. Expect runway 08 right.
Tower, 08 right pushback approved, Pasco 115.
Glacier 564, after departure, fly heading 160, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff.
After departure, fly heading 160, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff. Glacier 564.
Air Canada 243, taxi to terminal via Delta Hotel Juliet Lima.
Taxi to terminal via Delta Hotel Juliet Lima, Air Canada 243.
Compass 6023, contact departure.
Tower, Air France 374 heavy inbound runway 08 left.
Contact
we got
departure.
a
Good evening.
International
Compass
arrival here as well
6023.
from Air France. Very nice. WestJet 130, runway 08 right, line up and wait.
Runway 08 right line up and wait, WestJet 130.
WestJet 130, wind is 320 at 1 knots, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff. For
Runway
immediate
08 right cleared for takeoff, WestJet 130.
These should be our last ones now. Glacier 564, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good evening. Glacier 564.
Tower, Pasco 115 request taxi runway 08 right.
Pasco 115, runway 13 at Lima.
Runway 13 at Lima,
Works.
Pasco 115.
So we do one departure of that runway as well. We hardly have any wind, so we do not have any problems. Cathay 838 Heavy. Let's check out the Cathay Pacific International. I have flown with Cathay once from Frankfurt via Hong Kong to Brisbane, Australia. We arrived in the morning and had a stopover, and we thought and decided to go and check the place out, and left the airport, and I believe took a train or something like that to the port, and we sort of walked around there a little bit. And interestingly enough, we saw lots of little ferries, and we thought, why don't we take one of these ferries and go across the harbour? And since we didn't know anything, but people spoke English, so that was all good. Pasco 115, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait.
We,
Pasco 115.
we saw lots of ferries just going from here to just straight away across the other part of the harbour, and we just grabbed one of those as well, got ourselves a ticket, got on board, and that's when the thing really started to happen. Jazz 8573, taxi to terminal via Mike Juliet Lima.
Taxi to terminal via Mike Juliet Lima, Jazz 857
WestJet 130, contact departure.
Contact departure, good evening, WestJet 130.
Pasco 115, wind is 320 at 1 knots, runway 13, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 13 cleared for takeoff, Pasco 115.
Air France 374 heavy, runway 08 left, clear to land, wind is 320 at 1 knots.
Runway 08 left cleared to land, Air France 374 heavy.
Our ferry all of a sudden didn't go straight ahead, it started to turn left. And then it was going and going and going and keep going and kept going, and 45 minutes later we were still on the water, fingernails all down and gone, and that was really strange because all of a sudden there was no more English writing, there was only Chinese signs everywhere. We couldn't understand one thing, and I thought, oh my god, how are we going to get away from this here? That was not planned. But then the vessel did stop and dropped us off, and I spoke to the captain there. I said, how long are you staying here? He said, oh, it'll be 10 minutes and I'll be gone. And I said, when is the next one coming? Oh, they come every half an hour. And we said, okay, all right, okay, then we should be good, because we still had plenty of time. Pasco 115, contact departure.
Contact
so we
departure.
Started wandering
Good
around.
Evening. Pasco 115.
And there was a small, tiny shopping center there, and we decided to go inside. It was empty, hardly any people there at all. But the only people that we did see were so Chinese, there was no English in them at all. And they didn't understand any more English, and they didn't speak any, and they didn't do nothing. So we just wandered around there, just checked out the place, but since looking at the merchandise there and not seeing, just seeing signs, having no idea whatsoever what they are all about, it's just, very, very strange situation that we were in. So we headed off to the little port there again, where we knew the next ferry is going to come. Hung around there, and eventually the other ferry did come, take us all the way back again to the main port. And interestingly enough, we decided to say we are going to stay just around here to control everything, which we did, and walked into a McDonald's simply because we know what we can get there. And we were making a lot of fun there. However, there's quite serious business when you are in Hong Kong. Well, that was in the 80s. I don't know if it still is nowadays. But since everything is so tightly cramped over there, even when you go through the houses where there are high rises and all that so forth, Air France 374 heavy, taxi to terminal. Air France 374 heavy, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal, Air France 374 heavy.
Next time we're going to stop straight on the line and not just crooked, please. So the interesting thing was that after we got our food, we had our tray, and there was a two level. It was like ground level and one below level. And we went downstairs hoping to get a seat, but everything was so full. It was around about 2 o'clock or something like that. And we stood behind, no, we didn't stood, we saw that there was a couple standing up, so we straight away went over there. I'm quite sure that some people probably thought, what are they doing here? I mean, this is not the way how we do things, but we didn't know, we didn't care. Well, we would have cared, but we just didn't know. And whilst we were sitting down, it looked like another couple wanted to sit where we were. But since we are arrogant, of course, of nature, we just sat down and said, well, I don't understand what they say, so what do they want? Anyway, they just walked off again and stood right next to another chair. Just stood there with their tray. And then we looked around and we saw many people sort of standing behind other people who were still sitting. And that was weird. And then later on we found out that these people were just watching to see if somebody was almost finished, and when they were, these people would get up immediately to vacate the place so the others can sit down, and we just made a fun of it because we had several people standing behind us, and we just sat a little longer, like 5 or 10 minutes, and just to stir them up. But that was very impolite. I felt bad, but no, I didn't. It was fun. But I do apologize if anybody was there that I kept waiting. Sorry about that. I'm older and wiser now. Anyway, then eventually we did get up, of course, and wandered around the port, and we actually walked 2 or 3 blocks behind the main tourism area that was still there in those days. And one thing that I have to say, that not 1 second I ever felt unsafe in that area. These people are very, very polite and friendly. That was in the 80s, 89, 90, 91, something around that. And wonderful people. But unfortunately, due to the situations at the moment, that may be different. But, well, it's just an anecdote of the Cathay situation. Of course, at night we took our flight. Everything worked out perfect. And went to Brisbane to live there for about 12 or 13 months before going back to Europe. Okay, folks, well, that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It helps the channel heaps. Leave a comment down below. We're a little low on comments at the moment. It seems like the keyboards are out of order from you guys, but it doesn't matter. I don't mind. I babysit. No, just joking. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys for tuning in for another session. Let's have a look and see what we had. Only about 54 movements, so there was just 1 per minute roundabout. Hope you enjoyed. So this has been another presentation of TP Gaming. Until the next time, thank you and bye-bye.